I've just started another brand new agency from scratch to show you guys what is possible in just a small amount of time. I'm doing this after making multiple millions in the agency industry myself with my own agency that I still run to this day called Affluent.co. I've also helped thousands of other people start agencies of their own. And there are so many people out there that put content out on YouTube that simply do not own agencies and therefore are not qualified to talk about how to grow in this industry. I not only teach you how to grow an agency through showing you what I've done in my real agency, but I actually go out there and I still practice what I preach and I do it myself. And that's what I'm doing right now. So let's get straight into this. So far, what we have done in the previous video, if you haven't watched this yet, I'd recommend you go and checking out that video first. We've laid the foundation, so we've chosen a niche, we've established the ICP, which is the ideal customer profile, so the kind of person we want to sell to. We've decided the service we're going to be offering, the agency name, and we've created a logo. I'm going to recap on that in a second. But what we get to do today is to create the website, so we're going to get the final stages of the branding done, and then we're going to move on to getting clients. So this is going to be lead generation. We should have time to get some leads generated today, or at the very least build out our lead generation strategy. I've got a couple of hours dedicated to this until I've got a group coaching call with our community. And then we're going to dive into the outreach strategy, developing an offer, and writing our scripts for email, DM, and cold call. Now, I created a series like this myself about a year ago, or not quite a year ago. We're coming up to about 10 months ago now. It was a massive hit. We got millions and millions of views. And in that series, I went out and I started calling leads and going out and signing up clients as well. I don't think we're going to be able to do the same thing on this series. I'm working 9 hours. I'm working 9 till 9 at the moment, 12-hour days on a massive project. The business is very demanding of me and I'm in a massive growth period. So we'll see what we can do for you guys. I'm going to get as deep into this as I possibly can. I want to over-deliver on the value to you all and make sure you have everything you need to go out there and get started with launching an agency of your own, replicating the strategy that I'm going to be teaching you throughout. So this is the agency that we've created so far. We've used a random selection for niche. We had no idea what niche we were going to pick. Also random location. So the agency is called Masonflow, and the website domain is called masonflow.ai. Now I'm giving this agency away for free to one of you guys. I'm also going to buy you a brand new MacBook Pro, and you're going to get 12 months access to the software you need in order to go out there and build a wildly profitable agency of your own and generate results for your clients, etc. Full all-in-one CRM, and I'm going to be showing you that today because we're going to be using it to create the website. So the location is Toronto and our niche is bricklayers, okay, which we established was actually called masonry inside of Toronto. And so we're actually working with masonry-based companies. We've also established from a little bit of research online, I kind of searched on Google and so on, and on YouTube actually, that Google is the most, or is a preferential service or a ideal service for masonry companies or bricklayers. And it kind of makes a lot of sense when you think about Google being an inbound platform. People search for companies to find someone on Google, right? That's not a great way of putting it. If I want to get a wall built outside of my house, I'm likely to Google, okay, bricklayer near me or wall builder near me, whatever. And therefore, if we're running Google ads, we're going to come to the top of the feed and be more likely to actually get those clicks, especially if we've got an irresistible offer there as well. Whereas Facebook is more impulse. We're kind of relying on someone seeing the wall and then seeing an ad on Facebook and then opting in. It's less likely for these kind of high ticket services, although it is still possible. That's what we're going to go for. So we've got our gradient there, the branding across our logo. We got a little bit stuck on the logo. This could be a little bit better, I would say, but it doesn't matter what you launch first of all. You just need to get something out so you can get started with your agency, and then you can always change and rebrand down the line. Okay, you're not a slave to the agency brand that you launch first of all. It doesn't even matter if you build a whole website. You can rebrand the whole thing inside of a day or two. So our ICP, we have companies between 2 and 10 employees plus, so we don't want the small one-man band, which is always a danger with things like bricklayers and masonry. Revenue between 20 and 30k plus. We want decision makers who are the business owner, and the pain points that this niche is experiencing is a lack of marketing, a lack of knowledge, and unpredictable lead flow. I think I remember that the websites in the Toronto area for bricklayers are actually pretty decent, but they still are not advertising on platforms like Facebook or Google broadly. So the goals are more leads, increased revenue, and potentially expansion. So maybe hiring. From experience with home improvement, this can be a bit of a bottleneck. And other bottlenecks are knowledge gaps. They're stuck in their way. Sometimes they're archaic business owners. It's one of the last industries to really be revolutionized by digital. And then time and capacity, they're out there fulfilling jobs. They don't want to be spending time on marketing, so we've got to be mindful of that. So the sub-niches that we could consider would be, we've got bricklaying, concrete, we've got construction and extensions. So we can really expand out further down the line. I know a lot of you guys commenting on the first video and engaging had said, well, what about, what are you not constricted to just bricklayers? Well, first of all, there are tens of thousands of bricklayers around the world. So you could build a sustainable agency just by looking at those industries. But we can also, Masonflow also allows us to go into construction, allows us to go into concrete. You could even do epoxy flooring. We could do extensions. There's all sorts of different niches that we can be going for. And as I said, you don't have to be emotional and attached to the agency you initially start off with. Some of you guys might not even want to start an agency that is completely niche down from day one. In fact, actually, if you're new to the industry, sometimes I recommend that it's better to do what I call a scattergun agency. And therefore, you go for a bunch of different niches in the early stages. Let's go over to this cam. You go for a bunch of different niches in the early stages. And then from there, you can then choose which niche you want to work with afterwards. So after working with, let's say, 5 different niches, you're like, well, actually, I really like working with these lawyers. And so let me just start working with some more of them. You sign up a couple more lawyers, you split test, and you're like, yeah, this is working for me. And through the data and through your experience, you'll be able to decide what niche and industry you want to work with ultimately. But whatever you choose to do, you're not tied in for. I think many people get too emotional over business, and business is not very emotional at all. Business is very rational, okay? So let's get straight into this and pick up where we left off. And before we do, I think it's really important to highlight, if you want to be in for the chance to win Masonflow, to win the MacBook, and to win 12 months access to high level, then you need to drop a comment down below. Let me know, or drop a positive comment, and let me know where you're at. Just drop something down below, and you'll be in for a chance to win. You also need to join our free agency owners school group. So this is a private community that you can join with a bunch of other peers who are in the same journey as you. It's completely free. We post a bunch of exclusive value in there. It's on school.com. It's a great platform. Click link in the description. You can go join that as well. Sweet. So let's get straight into creating the website. I'm conscious of time. I want to smash through as much as we can. I really want to get into lead gen for you guys today as well. So the tool we're going to be using is called Go High Level. And now you're probably thinking, why does that say just close then? Well, just a bit of context, this is Go High Level. Go High Level is an all-in-one agency management platform. Now, High Level have very kindly agreed to give 12 months access for free to whoever wins this series, which is incredible. You're going to be completely set up to launching your agency and having all the tools that you could possibly need to make a success of this. Now, High Level is the tool that I use personally in my 7-figure agency. We use it for all of our sales, our CRM. CRM is customer relationship management or client relationship management. And so what we do is we manage our sales process on what is called a pipeline. And so we might have our new leads, then our warm leads, then our hot leads, which are the really interested guys. And I'll dive into this because I'm going to be setting this up for Masonflow today. And so if you want to go sign up to High Level, you're impatient, and you can click link in the description, you can sign up, and you can maybe even start working on your agency right now as you watch this video, and you can pause as you progress. Now, this is Just Close, which is Go High Level. It's the exact same software, apart from we've just put our own logo on there because we have a premium account. So this is exactly the same software that you would be using, apart from we have a couple of extra automations and so on that we've created over the time, and we've changed the branding there as well so it suits our Just Close. So bear in mind, this is Go High Level, and this is what you would see when you log into the platform. So when you log in, when you create your account, and everything's very intuitive, you're just going to put your email address in, you'll put your address in, and so on, like this, just like signing up for a Facebook account. You're going to be brought through to your dashboard, okay? And actually, the first place you're going to be brought through to is your agency account. And if you want to know a full Go High Level setup guide, I've actually got a video on my channel, so I'll put a link in the description. If you want the full Go High Level rundown, we will you can go through that video and you can understand how to set everything up. I'm going to give you a very brief overview right now. So the dashboard is where you will see all of your data. So this is where we can see like our new leads, our conversations, if we've set any appointments, so any potential meetings with potential clients, if they've no-showed, a cancellation, etc. So we've got all of our data on the pipeline here. Obviously, this is a brand new account, so there's nothing on here. Conversations, we have all the email and SMS conversations, SMS is text, with our potential clients. Calendars, any booked appointments that we've set. Contacts, pretty obvious. Opportunities is where we've got our pipeline. So we've got 2 pipelines on here. We've got an outreach pipeline, and then we have a paid ads pipeline. Now, we're only going to be using this outreach pipeline, and that's for us for physically reaching out to potential customers. So we've got new leads, conversations, and so this is us talking back and forth with a lead. This is ghosting if they're ignoring us, appointment set if we booked in a meeting with them, no-show if they didn't show up to that meeting, cancellation if we cancelled that meeting, negotiation if we had the meeting, they know the price and we're just waiting to hear back from them, or we've got a second call booked, client closed, we got the deal. And then nurturing is basically if anybody's ghosted you or they've no-showed and they still haven't turned up after a while, then we chuck them in the nurturing flow and we kind of warm them up over a sequence of a couple of emails. Okay, cool. Payments, we can send our invoices, etc. Marketing, we can schedule our posts for social media, so you can connect your Facebook, your Instagram, and so on, and we can schedule all of our content. Automation, this is really interesting. I'm going to be coming on to this once we've actually set up our website, because we want to make sure that we have some automations in play so we can pick up and mop up all of our leads. And then we have sites. So these can be funnels or websites. A funnel is a simple one-page landing page. So a simple funnel would be, let me just see if I can get one up for you. So this would be considered a funnel. This is what I would call a straight sell funnel. So if I just open this up, this is our agency website. So this is what I call a straight sell. It's actually not a straight sell funnel. This is just simply a landing page. So it's a one-page website effectively. So we've got our hero section up the top here with a little bit about what we do. We've got some accolades. We've got some clients that we worked with. We have maybe even a VSL here when we're established, or a video which is selling our product or service well, and then some case studies and and an application button. Cool. So this is what I would call a funnel or a landing page. Some would say, okay, that could be described as a website, but a website typically is where you then have a navigation bar and multiple pages, etc. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to actually create a funnel. So when we've got an account, if we click site and I hit new funnel, I'm going to create from template. So high level as a whole, the reason why it's so great for beginners is it has so many different templates for things like funnels and websites that you can create for a bunch of different reasons. So whether you're a wellness spa here, we've got wellness product sales, business coaching, weight loss, yoga classes. You get the idea, nutritionist. So you can have a play around with these. You can click on any of these and we can just click that preview button there. And then we can actually have a look at what this looks like. That's not actually a very nice template, although you could turn this into something pretty easily. And then if we go on websites, it does differ a little bit. So if we go on from templates, and these are a little bit more in depth. So here we've got like a skincare store. So skincare. Cool, so it's almost like an e-commerce element there. What else we got? Affiliate content, barbers, restaurants. So this is really great for your clients as well. You can use this, of course, to create landing pages and websites for your clients if that's what you're offering as a service. As we're offering Google, we don't really need to do that. So we're going to go new funnel and we're going to go from template. Okay. And what I'm going to see, let's have a look if there's any agency templates here. Now, high level, always updating this, so it keeps us on our toes. And we'll see if we can find something that is suitable. What we're looking for when we're starting a website from zero, like for a new agency, what we're typically looking for is we want a website that doesn't have too much imagery. I think that's normally quite key. I think many new start agencies shoot themselves in the foot by trying to create a website that has too much imagery on it, on like something like Wix or Squarespace, which generally speaking, their websites really depend on imagery. And then they struggle to actually find that imagery because they don't have anything yet. So yeah, let's just have a look at this wellness spa one. I actually quite like, I think I quite like this as a template. It looks pretty simple. It's a little bit too simple, to be honest. It's just like, it's essentially an opt-in. What about business coaching? This is pretty simple, although I'm not a fan of the fact there's the button, there's more imagery there. So I kind of want something that doesn't have that imagery. I just want something that's like, maybe you got like these 3 stages. I think it's quite nice to have the stages. It's quite simple. And then we can edit from there. So what about this one? This is a pretty simple template. I know I can turn this into something pretty attractive. Yeah, I'm going to use this. Continue. So, what's now going to do is open up the editor. This is all pretty intuitive. Again, I got a more in-depth video where it's like a proper tutorial teaching you how to use high level. So if you want that, then you should go and watch that video for sure. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to start going through and editing this. So we have our kind of different options at the top, so different layers, then we have our pages, then we have tracking code, so if we've got like a Facebook pixel installing on there, any custom CSS, lots of this stuff that you don't really have to like be too concerned about. Maybe the font that we want to change there, Montserrat is a good font though, I'm quite happy with that. And Lato is also a decent font, so I'm also happy with that, but like we could do Open Sans, do Lato. Okay, cool. And then we've got backgrounds, we've got pop-up settings, we've got SEO, and then like, yeah, most of the stuff you won't have to play around with. On the right-hand side, though, we've got all of the stuff that relates to the content. So it's pretty self-explanatory. We can move things around by dragging it around, okay? If we want to change this text, we just click on it, and we can just type. If we want to change this logo, we just click on it, and then we just hit this button here, and then we can upload a logo. So if we upload one, we find our logo. So what we're looking at, just a summary of like what all we really need on an agency website is we need like our logo, what's called a hero section where we're going to have our headline text and maybe a sub-headline. So this is normally going to be like a benefit statement, this is going to be like a without statement, and then we're going to have how it works, so like our 3-stage process. Then we might have some kind of call to action, and we could have maybe some benefits there as well, albeit I don't think this is going to be necessary. I think what I'll probably do is actually just extend this section and have a opt-in form, which is just the simplest agency website format, and it just works again and again. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly clean up the visual colors of the website, and then we'll move on to the copywriting, which is important because the copy, you might be thinking, well, Jordan, I don't want to see how you build an agency website, I just want to see how you actually sign up some clients. Well, the copy side of things is actually, it's something that allows us to start thinking creatively on how our service and offer actually works. So when it comes to selling to people and reaching out to them, we have a deeper understanding, and therefore we're better with our script, it's going to be better with our emails, etc., etc. So yeah, let me just get this polished up and then we'll be with you in a sec. Here we've got our basic template created, so we just simply edited the existing one. And I think, bear in mind, I've been doing this for the best part of half hour, so this is certainly not by any stretch the perfect website. What I'm doing just now actually is I'm just going to make sure that this only shows on mobile here, and actually I can edit both of those. So on mobile we want it to be centered, on desktop it's okay to be left. Cool. Yeah, bear in mind it's only been 30 minutes. You can create better, sexier websites than I certainly have in the past, but what we're doing here for the purpose is just creating something that the bare minimum. So when somebody comes and looks at our website, we still look clean, we still look good, we still look professional. And so we're ready to start outreaching, although we're not just yet because we need to get our copy in place. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to load up ChatGPT, which is the AI platform, to help us with that. In fact, should I do ChatGPT? No, I'm going to use Claude. Now, Claude is my new favourite AI chatbot. Okay, I still use ChatGPT. ChatGPT is better for analysis, etc., and it does the pros and cons, it's better for coding and so on. Claude is definitely the best when it comes to copywriting, so I'd recommend you guys checking it out. It's Claude.ai. I use it for literally everything, so many things every single day. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to try something I haven't tried before right now. I'm going to do some ninja shit. I'm going to take the website that we've done, so I'll just click the preview button out at the top. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to export this website as a PDF. And so if we take this and we're like Masonflow website, what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload this as a PDF into Claude and see whether it has the ability to write the copy in the right place for this website, which would be pretty insane. So it's asked me a couple of questions. So I said, help me write website copy for my new agency website. So what type of agency? So here's all the information about my agency attached in a PDF called Masonflow overview. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this that I created and let's export that as well. If this works, this is innovation right here. I'm claiming I am claiming being a genius after this one, if this pulls through the way I want it to. So Masonflow overview. Okay, So let's get that in there as well. Masonflow overview. It's a marketing agency that offers Google Ads to masonry companies in Toronto. Okay, I'd like you to make the copy persuasive. Please be mindful of the specific sections on the website, such as the hero section, including the headline and subheadline. Also, make sure you write the 3-step process for our service. Make sure you focus on benefits and not features. And not features. Make sure the copy is written in layman's terms, so a simple person would be able to understand. Most importantly, make sure the copy would make a masonry business owner want to work with us and have us run their Google ads and generate them more leads. At the bottom, where we will call to action for a application form. Okay, let's see what you got for us, Claude. If this fails, then so be it, we tried. But if this does it, then this will be pretty cool. Hero section, unlock a steady stream of high quality leads for your masonry business. Discover how Masonflow's targeted Google ads can help you attract more customers, increase revenue, and grow your business in Toronto. 3-step process. We take the time to understand your unique masonry business, target audience, and growth goals to create a customized Google Ads strategy. Our experienced team develops compelling ad copy, selects the right keywords, and optimizes your campaign setting for maximum effect. We monitor your campaign's performance, make data-driven adjustments, and provide transparent reporting to ensure you get the best results possible. Okay, this is a good base. Bottom call to action, transform your masonry business with Masonflow. So I think your copy is a bit too technical and in many ways focuses on the mechanics of the service and not the result. Imagine the ICP was a simple person who didn't even understand how Google Ads work. They don't care about the keyword optimization. They just care about the result. Speak to them more simply, and okay, let's see what this comes back with. More customers, more jobs, more revenue for your masonry business. Woo! Come on! Come on! Let Masonflow attract a steady stream of new customers and grow your business in Toronto without the hassle of marketing. Yes! 3-step process. We listen. Tell us about your masonry business and goals. We're here to help you succeed. Our team will create the perfect plan to get your business in front of the right people at the right time. You grow. Watch as new customers discover your business and your revenue soars. We'll handle the rest. Come on! Genius. Come on. Okay, the team at Claude are geniuses, but that is jobs with Masonflow. Are you a masonry business owner in Toronto and want more customers and more jobs? Masonflow is here to help. We specialise in helping businesses just like yours attract more customers who are looking for your service. Fill your schedule with a steady stream of new jobs. Okay. Cool. Do you think we could be pigeonholing ourselves by just saying masonry businesses, or is there a slightly broader word we could use that would then entice Other businesses like bricklayers, concrete, construction, etc. Let's just see what it says. Because it doesn't matter if we just go for the specific niche. Like, no, like construction's different. So here we go. Whether you're a bricklayer, concrete, or whatever, Masonflow is here to help. Okay. More customers, more jobs, more revenue for your construction business. Let Masonflow have you attract steady flow of new customers and grow your specialty contracting business for your contracting business. So we never accept the first thing. We always have to challenge. Come on. Come on. We've got time, guys. We've got time. We're going to get on to lead gen today. This is the quickest agency website of all time, right? And it's all it needs to be. It doesn't need to be any more than this. More customers, more jobs, more revenue for your contracting business. I love that. Let Masonflow help you attract a steady stream of new customers and grow your contracting business in Toronto without the hassle of marketing. So now, look, we're going to go for Toronto first. We're going to say, like, hypothetically, you start off with Toronto. Once you exhaust all of the leads in Toronto, then you can change this. You might think, what about everyone else? Well, that's fine. Just get rid of the word Toronto, you know? You might even want to start outreaching to another city. So you temporarily change your Toronto to a different city, so it looks like you specialise there, you know? Just use your head. Okay, get more jobs now, risk-free consultation. I think, like, get more jobs now is fine. Yeah, get more jobs now, risk-free consultation. Right, because we're going to give them a free strategy on the consulting call. That could be an offer, right? Free strategy. I like that, actually. What about that? What about we did like a free strategy as like our pull? That's the thing that we're going to give to these people, a free marketing strategy. Okay, we're going to have a templatized marketing strategy that we can give to everyone in this kind of a business, and that's the pull. You give them a free marketing strategy. We get them on a call, we give them something for free. They're like, wow, this is awesome. And then if you build a relationship and there's avenues, like, we're not trying to sell them anything. It's not like, do you want to get 5 new leads per month? Like, that's like a generic offer that many people go for. Instead, let's just offer a free marketing strategy. Okay? There's no expectation there. Then we can sell them on the implementation of that marketing strategy. Come on, Jordan. You're on fire, my man. Okay. How it works. I prefer how it works. We listen. We create. You grow. Oh. Lovely. This is fucking easy. Tell us about your contracting business and your goals. We're here to help you succeed. Our team will craft the perfect plan to get your business in front of the right people at the right time. Watch as new customers discover your business and your revenue source. We'll handle the rest. Get more contracting jobs with Masonflow. Of course. Of course. What is this bit? So it's actually written a bit too much copy there. We kind of don't need that. For the bottom TTA section, can you just write a call to action with a headline and a brief description which offers a free marketing strategy? Will Yeah. Cool. Claim your free marketing strategy. Make it a one-liner. Fill out the form below to apply for your. Fill out the form below, and our experts and will be in touch to help you attract more customers, boost your revenue, and grow your contracting business. And grow your contracting business with completely free strategy. Fill out the form below and we'll be in touch to help you grow your contracting business today. Basically just wrote what I wrote. Fill out the form and we'll help you attract more customers. Boost your revenue and grow your contracting business today. Okay, we'll roll with that. Cool, thank you, Claude. So it's not the sexiest website in the world, but it certainly serves a purpose. The copy is fantastic, it sells. Let's get this bad boy on a landing page. First thing we need to do though is just the SEO. So this is like when we share the link, it then changes this bit of text at the top here. So this is going to be Masonflow. More jobs for your jobs. Get more jobs for your contracting business. Cool. Okay, so we'll save. Let's have one last check of this. Just make sure the font's gone a little bit doolally on mobile there. So let's just make that a bit smaller on mobile. Yeah, I'm happy with that. This all looks good. What's the font size there? 32. Let's make that 32 then, it might be better. Yeah, that's all good. Okay, save. And now we're going to publish after we've saved. and we need to publish to a domain. So we need to add a domain. We need to add our domain. And that is going to be Masonflow.ai. Ah, I remembered. We didn't use the AI terminology. Can we use that? Can we just chuck that in there? Can we just sneak that in there? Should we do free AI marketing strategy? I mean, it's worth a test. Let's do that. Let's just get it in there. Let's do that. Free AI marketing strategy. Frame your free AI marketing strategy. What's the AI marketing strategy, you may say, Jordan? Well, first of all, it's just a buzzword. But second of all, we'll be using AI in order to appointment set. So if we're a lead generation agency, here we go. Conversation AI. Thanks, High Level. That's an appointment setting bot that we can use, and we can plug that in. There you go, that's our AI element. We can tap into that keyword. Now, we of course want to test this if the potential customers are like, I don't know what that means. Like, what's this AI thing? Like, what does that mean to me? You know, if they don't care about it, then of course, like, what we will do is we will just stop using it. But it's worth testing out, seeing as we've got that AI domain, and it's a bit of a buzzword at the moment. So we're going to connect Masonflow. What I'm doing is just connecting my GoDaddy right now. Okay, we can go ahead and change the DNS manually if we want to. You just add what's called a CNAME. It's very, very easy. If you go onto Google or YouTube and just type in like how to add a CNAME. So we're going to allow that to do its thing. And then if we go over to here, we can tick that off the list. We've created the website. Awesome. So next thing we're going to do is create the lead generation, is start lead generating. Perfect. So this is the funnel we're going to connect. We're going to connect the lead magnet. I just realized we didn't even put the form on the website. That's a problem. We need the opt-in form at the bottom. Okay, let me just quickly do that, and I'll see you guys when I've done that. Okay, so form's been created. Here it is. So I've stuck with the same design. First name, last name, email address, phone number, and then website. I agreed to the terms. So that by providing a phone number, I can receive text messages, claim the free strategy. They click that, and then what happens is when they then click claim and they fill in their details, it's going to say, thanks for filling in this form. We'll be in, to claim the free AI marketing strategy. We'll be in touch as soon as possible. So that's like the easy route. But what I think would be even better is if we treat this like an actual lead magnet. Like, the more I think about this free AI marketing strategy, the more I'm like, actually, this is a pretty damn good lead magnet. It's a really good in with these businesses. And so instead, what I'm probably going to do, and I'm not going to do it right now because I want to have time to do this lead generation stuff with you guys, is I would set this up to redirect to a thank you page, which I'll quickly touch on in a second. And the other thing to highlight is I've got a phone number here as well. So if you've got your phone number, and I'd recommend using your high-level phone number, which you can redirect through to your mobile rather than using a mobile, because it looks quite a lot more amateur. Actually, that would be true for the majority of niches, but because this is like construction and contractors, most of them have their mobile numbers anyway, so that's fine. And location just reaffirms again that we are local to them there too. So I'm happy with this. I think this is looking good. Like, I think this is a really great base for someone here. Like, one of you guys is going to do something awesome with this. So what I was saying about a lead magnet. So a lead magnet, let me just explain over here. A lead magnet is a landing page which has a lead magnet is simply something that we offer in order to magnetize leads. And so it's not a bait and switch, but you could describe it like that in the sense that we're giving some free, well, it's not a bait and switch at all, I don't know why I said that. We're providing free value in the form of some kind of a product, and then in return we're getting the details of the lead. And then normally we want to make sure that product is closely related to the ICP, our ideal customer, and therefore we know that the people that are trying to claim that free product, or it sometimes can even just be a low cost product if you want to make sure they're really qualified, the people that are claiming that product are going to be suitable for our service. So in this instance, if we're creating this free AI marketing strategy, right, and actually guys, now I think about it, I thought of a way I could extend this series for you. Drop a comment down below if you want me to continue after I've gone on to, because we're probably going to have to do another episode after this where we start writing some scripts, if you want me to actually create the lead magnet as well. If you want me to do that, drop a comment, let me know. And if enough of you drop that comment, then I will create that lead magnet. If not enough of you do it, then I won't create it and I won't spend the time doing it because it's a time-consuming thing to do. But if you'd like to watch the process of me creating a lead magnet and a way to entice leads, it isn't just some generic, I'll get you 5 leads or you don't pay type offer, then yeah, drop a comment down below, let me know, and I will create that for you. And also, of course, if you not every time, but if you drop a comment down below, you're going to be in for the chance to win Masonflow anyway. So if you haven't done already, make sure you go ahead and do that. And yeah, I can create that for you. So what I'm going to do is I can create the product, and then what I can do off the back of it is I can then edit the thank you page and make sure that deliverables are all there. And we could even set up the back end email, which we connect to this, which then delivers the product. So we'll create the lead magnet itself, we'll deliver that product, and then I'll run you through the flows on how we can actually convert that potential customer. This is valuable, man. We're getting into it. Then I can run you through the flows of how we can convert one of those customers and how we can then position the sales call to someone that's opted in for the lead magnet. Yeah, drop a comment down below and let me know if you want to do that, and we'll get it done. I'm just going to change this here first of all. So so we've got, I'll do /free, and then we're going to call that name. That's going to be that. So when we go through to Masonflow, it's going to take you through to masonflow.ai/free. Nice. So you see how this goes, by the way, guys. You see how this goes. Like we're creating, and I know I'm experienced here, and I know I have an unfair advantage in the fact that I've built thousands of agencies at this point on behalf of other people, and so like this is clockwork to me. But I want you to see through me actually doing this, the thought waves that I'm having. Like I trust my gut relentlessly. I trust my ability as a great marketer and as a great salesperson. And so when I come up with ideas, I'm always trying to look for those slivers of uniqueness. And so we came into this with no idea of what niche we're going to start working with. We have no idea of what the website's going to look like, what kind of offer we're going to go for, and then out of nowhere we've now created this and crafted this specific offer, this free AI marketing strategy, which we don't really know what it's going to be like yet. So again, we're going to have to kind of make that up as we go along and create something of value, and we've got a unique angle. And this is how you stand out as a new agency owner. You know, everyone's always like, oh, this space is so saturated. It's saturated with people doing the same thing. And even if you wanted to join the space and do the same thing as everybody else, you're still going to be able to be successful in it. It's actually just a repetition of numbers games. Most people can't get off their arse and call more than 20 people in a day over the course of 2, 3, 4 weeks, let alone 2, 3, 4 months or 2, 3, 4 years. You know, the reason why people don't succeed is because they start and then stumble over the first block and then they just give up, you know, move on to something else. And so it doesn't matter, you don't need an offer as unique as this. You can literally go in with the generic offers of other people. In fact, actually, I'm trying to promote agencies at the minute to not go in with offers at all. Like, just build relationship, just be honest with people, be realistic with people, and trust me, you'll be able to sign them up. It's just that repetition of the sales process that you need to stick to. Anyway, let's get into lead gen. I'm running out of time. What we got? Okay, I've got a little bit of time right now to go through lead gen, and I've got to jump on a coaching call with our community. So, lead gen, what's going to be the best way to do this? So, let me think about this. So, masonry companies are, let's say we're going for masonry companies and bricklayers first of all. I know we've already established that we can go for like a bunch of other niches. But broadly speaking, masonry companies and business owners are not tech-savvy business owners. So they're not really going to be on LinkedIn. And so we can check out LinkedIn. LinkedIn is obviously the easiest place to find potential customers. So we can use a tool like, we can use clay.com. Okay, so what we're going to do when we go to Clay is we're going to create a table. Okay, so let's create a new table. And we're going to find companies from LinkedIn. Yeah, let's do that. Or local business using Google Maps. That's way better. Okay, so let's go Toronto. The key from this is to know that there is no one lead generation strategy that works for absolutely all niches. You really do have to. You have to make sure that you're testing out a variety of different things. So let's go like there. That feels like a decent. That's probably out of Toronto. I don't know the Toronto area, but let's go with that. And let's go with masonry. And then brick. And number of results. The maximum this action will pull is 200. Okay, well, we're just going to do it once then, and then we'll do it again. That must be some kind of rule on Google. If you want to bypass that, then you can use something like Phantom Buster. Or you can use Data Miner. Okay, it's a new blank table. Let's go. So LinkedIn I find is always a nice place to look as well. But we might be able to scrape. So what Clay does is it uses a whole bunch of different tools in order to scrape information. So we've got a bunch of businesses found here, so on Google. So searching for businesses, how many is it going to give us? So this is going to give us a maximum of 200. So look at all these. Just masonry, paving. It's just so easy to do this with Clay. Like, it's just such an exceptional tool for things like lead generation. And automation as well, if you want to automate emails. I think my gut tells me that like Google is going to be the best for sure, but we're not going to be able to find all the business owners' details. So they're not going to be on LinkedIn, these business owners. Some of these guys don't even have Facebook pages, so why are they going to be on LinkedIn, you know? And so what's probably going to have to happen is this will be a mix of, okay, what we can find on LinkedIn, plus the rest of this list, we're going to have to manually go through and look for the business owners ourselves. And then we'll build it all out as this final list on Clay. So what has that done for us? Okay, so let's see if it's got additional results to find. So it did 179 there. Let's just see if there's any more. That's a lot of just masonry keyword in one city. That's a serious amount of businesses under the keyword masonry in just one city. So that is all of them. So let's adapt. Let's change that. So let's go and add enrichment, and let's do company. We don't want to enrich though. We want to find more companies. So what we want to do is go. We want to go new row. No, import. That's it. Import. There you go. So again, we're going to go Toronto, and we're going to make it pretty hefty. Cool. And then we're going to do brick, and we're just going to allow it to do as many as it can. So let's see how many extra we got. We can get rid of those as well. Don't want to screw up the data, but there you go. The brick room. So not all of these are going to be like, we're going to have to obviously like check these leads as well. The brick. Why is there so many the brick? What the hell is the brick? Let's have a look at that. What's the brick? Okay. It's a furniture store. Avoid furniture stores. Unless they're online. If they're e-com and they've got good traffic, furniture stores can be banging. But just ignore... Wow. These guys have got a lot of locations. These guys have got... Hats off to the brick. Come on. 16 rows. Okay, so there's going to be, like... Brick is giving us a lot of kind of, like... questionable businesses there as well. So not all of these are going to be right. So we've got like Brick Street Bakery, Mattress Store Bakery, Mattress Store Evergreen Brick Works. That could be right. Is that right? Let's have a look. No, that says Farmers Market and Nature. That's not right, is it? Brickworks Park, Soho Brick. Okay, I think we established in like Toronto the word brick is just not used for what it is in the UK. So like in the UK, if I search bricklayer or something in like in the UK in Norwich, then we'd find loads. Let's make it a bit bigger. Like 170 isn't that good. Well, for one city, it's pretty decent, but there's other sub niches that we can be pulling out here. Now you can also use, just to highlight, you can also use Phantom Buster to scrape Google. If Clay isn't within your budget, you can. I'll make sure I put a link in the description so you guys can get a great deal on Clay. I love this tool so much, I invested in it. Like, I used it and I was like, I need to be part of this. And so I invested in these guys last year. And they're just exceptional. The customer service is fantastic. But I'm not afraid to say, like, look, if you can't afford to use Clay, that's fine. They do offer a bunch of free credits. Hopefully I'll put a link in the description. I'll see if I can get the guys to give you guys some free credits so we can get you started and off the ground. And then If not, you can also use Data Miner to manually scrape, or not manually, but it's a Google Chrome extension where you can scrape. Okay, so let's see if, I mean, that's done a lot. That's added a serious amount to the bit. You've got 322 there. Like, you're definitely signing up a few clients from this. This is 100% getting the agency off the ground. Like, that's a good lead pool. But of course, only if we can find the business owner's details. So let's just bear that in mind. And so let's explore a couple of ways that we can generate these leads. Okay, so I'm going to stick with this because we can build a bigger list here. We could get this up to 500. We could do concrete. We could do epoxy. We could do extensions. There are loads of other keywords that we could be doing. We could easily squeeze an extra 200 leads out of this, and you guys should. But I want to make sure that I'm getting through this and giving you guys as much value as I can in this video without running out of time. So what we're going to do is we're now going to try and find people. Okay, so we're going to search the website, and then we are going to look for job titles, and we're going to do like owner, partner, director, C-level. Yeah, we're going to do that. In fact, yeah, let's do that. And VP, manager, let's see what we can pull. And then we're going to just like, we don't want to limit the results. No, let's preview. Let's see how many we can actually pull. We kind of probably want to limit the amount per company, but I don't have a good feeling about this on LinkedIn. Oh no, that's because the company name isn't set, surely. Why is the company name Google? What's going on there? What's happening? Column, table, column, website. Let's just make sure everything's okay. Website. It's possible that I have Google listed on here somewhere. Let's just search. There. That's causing the issue. Right, let's see if that solves the problem. So, yeah, I don't know how many people we're going to find. Turner Construction's taken up quite a lot, so I'm going to limit the results and just have a maximum of 2 per company. So there's obviously some big companies here. And the location of these guys is kind of all over, so let's just do the guys that are in Toronto. Okay. So let's enrich their profile. Let's also find a personal email and do a work email and do a mobile number as well. Now this is going to cost a lot of credits, but I just want to show you the capacity of what Clay can do. So you don't have to be doing that. And of course you can be way more conservative and actually pick which leads you want to do that for. But I just want to show you how amazing this thing can be. So what it's doing, so it's found the person, it's got their LinkedIn, and we can kind of click on them and see a bunch of info scraped from their LinkedIn. But then it enriches their LinkedIn profile, which means it gets a bunch more information from their LinkedIn. Okay, oh, I've not got enough to create Clay. Am I logged in on the wrong account? I must be logged in on the wrong account right now. I'm not logged into my correct profile. How annoying. Okay, let me just upgrade for you guys. See, we just get it done. You know, I can't even be asked to log out and just do this again. Like, we get it done. Let's get it sorted. Okay. Yeah, I'm on my old account. Damn. How stupid. Okay, so let's rerun these. So, rerun. And then what it's going to do, so like, let's say it's finding personal email. If it doesn't find the email in the first column, then it will go ahead and it'll search in the next. So it'll be like, let me use this tool to find the personal email. So this tool it's using their LinkedIn, is it? No, it's Nimbler. So I just realized I've been recording with my face in the corner, but in the middle. But YouTube doesn't like it when we show leads on screen. Like, it's a breach of privacy. I can understand that. And so we've had videos removed in the past. And so, yeah, basically, we're going to have to blur this information out so you can't see. But we've got personal emails here. We've also found some mobile numbers as well. We've got work emails here. So, like, all of this data is just being enriched. Like, Clay just does such an incredible job of doing this. We'll see what information we can show. We're probably going to have to blur out the majority of this. Okay. So what we're doing is we're using Clay to find personal emails, mobile numbers, work emails as well. Okay, and so we found 45 contacts there, potential leads, are all based in Toronto. We need to probably filter through these job titles. You probably wouldn't waste credits on some of these. So we've got senior vice president, we've got director, we've got, we don't want to coordinate, but vice president, director, managing partner, COO. But these are all the big companies. This is the thing, right? These are all the big dogs. And so this is what I expected to happen. Like, most of these companies are small local businesses, and therefore you can't find the business owner's details with ease. And so instead, what we're going to have to do for the majority of these leads is I'll have to go through, and we can add a column here. And this can be, I don't know, maybe even we could export this list. So let's just say we wanted to export it and we wanted to work with it elsewhere. You can work with this on Clay. So if you want, you can just use this list on Clay and just continue to work through it like like you would any other list. Or you can, or what we can do is we can export it as a CSV and then we can upload it to Google Sheets. So if we go over to Google Sheets, go to Sheets, and we create a new sheet. So then we've got our new sheet, and then now if we find our downloaded, there we go, we downloaded that, and then we go File, Import, and we take our file, we upload it, and we slap it into here. We're going to have our big list of companies, and then what we're going to do is we're going to say this is Toronto Masonry and Construction. Let's put a date as well. Let's just leave that for now. Okay, so now what we can do is, there's a couple of things. We can go ahead and we can manually scrape. So we can go on a couple of these websites and see if we can find a business owner's details. So let's just do this for a few of them. And then the next thing I'm going to try and do is a directory. So we can go About Us. Can we find details? No, but if we go on to, here we go. Oh no, that's annoying. What was that called? Brown's Contracting. And then we just type in owner. Mike. We highly recommend Mike and his team. So we know we've got Mike. Mike's mentioned there as well. Okay, so now we could put, we can have that. And then we can say it's Mike. Okay, so we call up this number and we ask for Mike. And we can do the same thing for this one. So let's have a look at what we can find. No, we're not going to find it. Stone Contractors Group. There you go, it's a stone business owner, Toronto, Carlo. There he is. What's the second name? Carlo Jill. Cool. So you get the idea. We can go through and we can do this. Now, if you go on Fiverr.com, you can pay someone else to do this for you. You could pay literally like $100 for like multiple hundreds of leads. So this is the way you can do this. And like, most people don't like doing this, right? But I spent days upon days upon days upon days generating leads for myself in the early stages. Like, I've spent countless days throughout my entire career generating leads. This is how you find the leads that other people can't be bothered to get. You know, most people are trying to get leads on somewhere like LinkedIn, and then they're like, well, what, I have to manually generate them leads? I'm not going to do that. Like, that takes too much time. Well, think about how many people think like that. Think about how many people say to themselves, well, I'm not going to do that because it takes too much time. That's why you're going to do it, because it does take time, because other people aren't willing to. So when you reach out to Mike, when you reach out to Carlo, the likelihood that they're not being reached out to by every other idiot is slim, because of the fact that you're going in and putting in the effort that other people aren't willing to put in, right? So you can go ahead and you can do this for all these other companies, right? But let's just say for whatever, we're always looking on the About Us, but let's just say for whatever reason we can't find the details. So another option is Canada or Toronto business directory, okay? Or business registry. Ontario, Canada's business registry. Let's have a look. What is Canada's equivalent to Company's house. Company's house is what we have in the UK. Here we go. Oh no, that's the UK one. So we can look for companies there. So let's see if we can find the details. I mean, this one's going to be on social, so we'll be able to find them. But we've got build strong masonry. There they are. Can you find the business owner's details? Yes, come on. So here we go, Government of Canada. Annual filings, Director, Ream. There we go. That's how it's done. You get the idea. You can do that for other leads. You can go through this process and we can find and we can just keep generating leads. Cool. And then what else we got? Final step. You could also be finding companies from like Canada Masonry Directory. So now what we could do as well, what's this here? Oh, look at that. Masonry Contractors Association. Boff. Oh my God. Come on, look at this. Look. Look at this. Look at that. That is business owners' names. See, this is why you search. This is why you look for these things. This is why you don't just take the first thing that you find. So I can take this list. I can download that. I can hit save details. Now I can go back to our good old friend, Claude. We slap that in there and we say, please take this list of companies and send me a CSV of company name, phone number, and any contact names listed. You can also do this on Data Miner. You'd be able to do this on Phantom Buster as well. Now, I haven't tried this on Claude, so we'll see what it comes back with. Here we go. There we go. So it's formatted the numbers strange. I don't know why that's happened. There might be maybe there's some, oh, it's because of these. That is correct. Okay, so anyway, that was going to continue sending me that list. We can take that list, we can copy this, and we can paste that straight, you get the idea. We can paste that straight into this. So now we've got a massive hit list, all back off some information we found online on a directory. That's how we generate leads, you know. So I'm going to build this list, and I'm also probably going to pay someone on Fiverr to generate this list as well, so we can go that step further and make sure whoever wins this agency does have a nice comprehensive list of leads that they're going to go ahead and hit. Again, we're going to have to remember to blur this information out so this video is all right. And I hope you've had a ton of value from this today. I'm now going to jump on a group coaching call. If you haven't yet entered the competition, enter it. And if you want me to create that lead magnet, please do let me know, because we've just done lead generation. I'm going to go through next outreach strategy, developing an offer and so on, which is probably going to take me through to like an episode 3. We can squeeze out an episode 4 and maybe even a 5, but definitely an episode 4 on going through and creating this lead magnet and the whole strategy behind that. All right, cool. See you soon. Cheers.